Okay, guys, we are looking at a lot of Oklahoma today. It's really good to be back on the channel and to start recording once again. So today we get Daylan Hollywood Smothers out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He's a commit to the Oklahoma Sooners. I mean, and when you're going to be coached up by DeMarco Murray, who is a Pro Bowl running back who played in the league, I believe, like 8 to 10 years for the Dallas Cowboys, all in the NFC East, some stint in Philadelphia at the end of his career, but really was a Pro Bowl player. I mean, there's no better guy to learn from than DeMarco Murray. So what a home run hire for Venables and Jeff Lebby and the offensive staff of Oklahoma. So you look at Daylan, you look at Hollywood Smothers, and he's a real downhill running back, which I really like. He's 5'11", so he's plenty tall. But when you look at this back, he's an incredibly versatile back. I mean, as a defensive coordinator, he'll keep you up at night because he has very subtle quickness. All right, he's very decisive when he cuts with the football. He is a lefty running back through and through, which is fine. And you could see him really accelerate. You could see him finish. So right here, you see him spin, and I think that he's going to be a very good style for the air raid offense, because I believe you can really run the ball, especially if you get the right numbers with Smothers. You got Barnes, who is even more of a power back, as Smothers has a lot of speed. And then they also have another running back in this class that is also committed to Oklahoma as well. But you look at him, when he gets to the edge, I mean, it's lights out. Look at him as he goes downhill. When he gets to the edge, he picks up momentum. It's over. So I love getting a home run back like this. And a lot of guys, don't get me wrong, if you're a 4-star in high school, you know, a lot of the guys are going to be home run backs. But, I mean, this kid is just very tough. You could see right here, this is a tough run, right? The guy's not going down whatsoever. He's trying to get out every single yard. And he plays with good intensity, and I'm sure Venables and I'm sure Jeff Lebby, if you're gonna be recruited by Oklahoma, you're gonna be somebody that is going to play very tough, and yeah, you're gonna love football if you play there. And I love this run. All right, shows good subtlety. He cuts it back, and then he's like, I got the sideline, and nobody's gonna catch me. So there's so many things you could do. Really with Smothers. This route is incredible. I mean, they show him catching the football as well, so I love putting him in the slot. I mean, this move is just ridiculous. I mean, this move is insane. So he moves better than wide receivers do, Smothers does. I mean, watch this cut, even in slow motion, it's really fast. I mean, gosh, you don't have a chance. And then he finishes the play. So he is wonderful in like a Brian Westbrook role in the slot. You know, you look at what Deuce Vaughn does, who's also in the Big 12. And Smothers is like 3 inches taller. You know, Dalvin Cook on the Vikings. So I love these types of players, and I definitely think Smothers, his high school tape stacks up as like at least like a top 4 back in this class. I mean, I think it is a pretty strong class for running backs. Look at this catch here. I mean, the way he adjusts to the ball in the air. So he's such a versatile talent, and I love getting a player that's really going to scare defenses as a back, because this is a versatile player that's going to be able to catch the football, and that's exactly what you want. And then this just symbolizes kind of the tape right here. I mean, there's 7 guys around him, and he hauls this guy for like another 13, 14 yards. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. He just keeps the legs moving. That's exactly what you want to see. That's what a leader of your team's going to do. Hits the hole, and then that little stutter step is special. That little stutter step's incredibly athletic. I mean, you're going full speed, and then you have I mean, that's just very graceful there, footwork. keeps his head up, and then he's gonna finish this bad boy pretty good. So yeah, holds on to the football, protects it pretty well from what you could see here on the tape. 15 minutes of highlights, obviously, but I mean, this is incredible production in just a season. So you could see why Bama and their staff wanted him. Florida State was also involved. Mike Norvell and Atkins were involved in trying to get him. And I'm sure other schools, probably in the Carolinas, were pretty involved. Looking at Smothers. I mean, you look at even a guy who also was in Charlotte. There's a couple of backs. I mean, of course, Shipley is a Charlotte back, and McCaffrey. I mean, just a great run, and you could really watch the tape, and you could see that he's an explosive back. So, I mean, we got a great idea of what Smothers is going to be all about. He's a downhill runner. I mean, you already got like I even think he's faster going downhill. Eric Ray is more like a guy that's going to make you miss, just incredible lateral speed. This guy is a real downhill back. He's going to punish you in the red area. Just can really contribute. You kind of have a power back in Barnes, who's very young, that they're high on from Nevada. And you add Smothers to the mix. Like, I absolutely love the signing for the Sooners.